All right. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the region of Luavara. Session continues as the players are going to be dealing with the aftermath of their previous campaign, or their previous session, not campaign. And oh boy, was it a close one. I don't really have anything to say, considering that I've been talking with you guys for the last 2 days straight. But yeah, just a friendly reminder that all of the streams, including Luavara, are on my YouTube page. I dual stream to YouTube every week, or every single time I stream, and all of my VODs are saved in playlists on my YouTube. So if you guys want to go reminisce on some older chapters of Luavara, if you guys want to go rewatch the series or check out any videos that I make in the future, they're all right there. Which I greatly appreciate the support that I've been getting. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. But very little to talk about, so we're not going to delay. I need to grab my notes that are over here. Ugh. And I gotta move my tea. Get my big mug again. Yeah, I don't think you actually know like the size of my mug. I'm gonna post a picture of it to Twitter and see what people think of it. All right, let's go say hello to everyone, and see how everyone's doing today.
Was confirmed there was a bomb in that car. So yeah, fun place where I live. Fun place.
Who the fuck decides to try to blow up a gas station?
Dude, my area is slowly becoming Detroit. You can't have shit here.
No, that's an insult to Detroit.
No, it's not an insult.
I personally believe you can't get any lower than Detroit. There was a whole hit song about it, man.
Yes, but
at least we're not Detroit.
Exactly.
But the fact is that my area is slowly becoming Detroit is saying something.
Well, that's a lot of places, Jacob. Let's be completely honest here.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, hello everyone.
Yo.
So
we're a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, well, not really, not anymore.
Well, some of us are more of a pickle than others.
True.
Tieflings.
Very, very true.
In a coffin.
So.
Hey, have you ever heard of Elf on the Shelf?
Previously, on our last sessions, the siege into the Archives of Silence went off pretty good. For you guys, at least. Considering that the paladins that were there to help you guys were quite literally having the worst days of their lives. But to be fair, they haven't seen actual combat or any style of real action in about 3 years. But
Obi, yes, I hate you.
I mean, to be fair, they did help out a lot.
Yeah. I mean, hey, cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder.
So,
Seppuku?
Fighting your way down the archives, you guys finally reach the burial chambers of the Queen, where Oranoth's staff that was given to him by the Eternals rested in the center of a pedestal. And lo and behold, who's there waiting for you is none other than Valera and her personal guards. One very, very close fight later, Talira decided that, yeah, this ain't going well. I'm going to try and wipe these guys out all at once, and decided to cause an explosion inside the burial chamber, killing herself and burying some of the party.
We're gonna fix that.
So, we are going to pick up pretty much immediately afterwards, where the party is going to be making their way back down into the burial chamber, where it is now completely covered in rock.
Are we able to get in there, or is it just like...
You're able to at least descend into the stairs, and it's not like a complete cave-in where everything just fell on top of you. No, otherwise the entire castle would have come down on top of the party.
That's fair. Alright, well... Alistair's just gonna start making his path to where he knows Silky was. Moving what he can out of the way.
Yep, you are going to be able to make it over to where Silky was last seen. And notice that, yeah, she's alive, barely. But just unconscious.
Hey, Aristella, one of you help Silky. Next goal, staff of control.
I got you.
I'll go over. Well, here, I'll bring Poe over here.
Rock.
Is there a
Yes,
clear path around the room, across the room, Josh?
No, oh no, not at all.
Okay.
Rusty, you didn't mark my.
So we need to start digging.
Yeah, definitely. You need to start digging.
Alistair will just yell across the room. Xavier, Vari, if you are alive over there, try and move the rocks off of on top of you. And Alistair's gonna start moving them.
By the way, buffs are off, right?
Yeah, buffs are off.
Real quick though, before my with my last ditch effort before I pass out, I'm going to push the rock off of us before my rage ends.
Strength checks from both you and Vare, because there's two massive boulders on top of you.
Okay.
Oh,
There's
wow.
there's two massive boulders in there.
Oh boy.
No, you guys try your best to push up the tomb that you guys are on, but unfortunately, Rusty, your strength just gives out, and Vare, you just feel Xavier just collapse completely on top of you.
Lip noodle.
Unfortunate. I don't know what to do.
Well,
I am not
you are
strong boy.
currently stuck inside of a stone box.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at things.
Alistair's just gonna start digging. When someone's better, if there's any paladins still upstairs, get them down here.
You got it. And then I'm just gonna go
All right,
upstairs.
back upstairs. No problem.
I'm assuming just strength checks to start moving rocks to the room, Josh.
Yeah.
I'll cast this on Silky.
Luckily for you, Matt,
Working man strength, bitches.
the rocks that are at least covering Silky, you're able to get off of her, and then with Aristella still having a spell somehow through all of that, you got.
Yeah, I literally think that's her last spell.
It is.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys are able to revive Silky and bring her back to consciousness. Oh, hey guys.
That was stupid, and you know it.
Yeah, well, I'm alive. now, barely. She's just gonna get up and just observe the room. Did everyone make it out?
We're unsure about the other two. 8 went up to go see if there's any more paladins.
Zen and Vari are theoretically in the king's coffin across the room in front of the staff.
Okay. Arcella, do you think you can send Poe to go find my master?
I can see if we can find him.
Alice just start gonna grumble and start just moving rocks the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you're starting to come across a lot much bigger boulders now.
He ain't stopping. He's just humming a work song.
Silky's gonna try and start making her way towards the staff.
I was able to climb over the rocks. I was trying to move them.
Yep. Yeah, she's starting to just climb up on top of the rocks and making her way. Like I said, it's not floor-to-ceiling boulders. Like
Okay.
there is room to make your way through.
Climbing's an option. Climbing's an option.
Yeah, you're able to make it through. You're able to make it through slowly. But it is considered difficult terrain now, so your movement speed is going to be cut in half.
Here's the thing. This isn't technically natural, so I don't think this would count.
It's rock.
I know. It's because both me and Jacob now have woodland stride. Well, it's undergrowth, so that specifically says undergrowth. Never mind.
I was gonna say I've been having woodland stride for a good while.
So useless. Until the one day we walked through a briar bush and Josh was like, "You take 1d4 damage." And we're like, "Haha, no."
All right, 8. You are eventually going to come back with that small group of paladins that you guys left behind to go and like hold off some of the tieflings.
I'm glad to see they survived.
I think it was like 3 paladins. Yeah, there were 3 3 paladins in the throne room that you guys left behind.
Yep.
Yeah, we had 6 total.
2 of them came in here with us.
2 of them died on the way here. And one of them died in the throne room. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, they're gonna start helping you guys clear out some of the rocks. KP, I need Poe to make me a perception roll, please.
I don't have a thing for Poe. So do you want me to just roll one?
Just roll a d20, yeah. Or just, yeah, you roll one. That'll work. All right. So while it takes 8 some time to go up, get the paladins, and while you guys dig Silky out, Poe is going to fly around the castle as fast as his little wings can carry him in order to find the nameless king. When 8 arrives with the paladins, Silky and Alistair are going to, continue making their way towards the staff. And then Poe's going to find the king making his way into the throne room in a rush. Down the stairs, through the archives, and eventually here in the burial chambers.
Yay, friends.
Hey, we're working on it.
Can we hear them?
I brought friends.
You might. I'm a limp noodle.
Oh,
Silky, I'm going for the dumb tieflings. You go for the staff.
can we hear that? Or
Yeah.
he's like, You just hear
I
in
mean,
the
I mean, yeah,
background.
it's mostly just muffled. It's just muffled noises because it's a completely sealed tomb.
Aw.
So, all right. So while the paladins are slowly working on like moving the rocks and everything, the king is going to reach for his bracers. You're gonna see you're specifically going to see him pull out like a bunch of material and even form a pickaxe. And he just starts handing the pickaxes to the paladins. And he's gonna start making his way over the rocks.
Everybody starts heading towards the middle.
So, Vare, you're still stuck in a tomb. Like, are you doing anything?
I'm trying to get comfortable with an uncomfortable situation.
That's fair. Do you have any,
Uh,
like, maybe potions that you can use to revive Rusty?
Um,
But all of our potions and stuff were confiscated.
yeah, I don't have
That's-
anything on me.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. You guys,
I'm looking at my. All I got is.
you don't have any.
Not nice things.
Yeah, you don't have any good spells.
Not nice thing.
I have my light going on. That's about it. I'm glowing. There's something glowing. That's it.
All right, fair. All right, Matt, give me another climb or acrobatics roll.
I ain't fancy enough for acrobatics. I climb shit.
I was about to say, fuck your climbing
Oh
then.
no.
No, that was Silky.
Yeah, like you see Silky like slip and fall.
Can I try and catch her?
You're a little ways away from her.
Give me a reflex save.
I'm taller. I can move quicker than she can.
Yeah, we could say that you caught her and prevented any damage.
Alright, careful, kid. This is dangerous terrain. Watch your footing.
Yeah, thanks.
If someone would have left one spell.
Literally takes an inch of space. A foot's worth of damage to die. Alright. You got the staff?
I mean, I can try to pull it out.
Want me to give it a whirl?
You have probably more strength than she does. Do you guys need help over there? Never mind, Silky is strong lady.
The matter of fact, I just spent like the last combat shooting a bow forever. My muscles are a little weak.
Alright, so as Silky and Alistair both like grab the staff and try and pull it out, suddenly the staff is going to ignite with a spark of electricity and going to shock you guys to let go of it for 9 damage.
That's literally half the health I have left. God fucking How are we supposed to pull this thing out?
I don't know.
Try hitting with the sword.
By this point, the king is gonna call out to you guys, don't touch it.
Oh, that's a little late for that one there, bub.
Yeah, well, sorry. I couldn't see what you guys were doing over here.
Hey, also, Occupy, your initial instructions told us to pull it out, so...
Yeah, well, I didn't know Oranoth would have put a security system on it. Go fucking figure.
I mean... Honestly, I would be shocked if you didn't.
Okay, enough with the squabbling.
No, it's what I do best.
We know, Alistair.
You're gonna see the king like make his way over the rocks, jump down, walk over to Silky, and like give her like the biggest like fatherly hug that he possibly can. I'm glad that all of you are safe.
Thanks. Now how do we deal with Sparky electrocute rod?
Hey guys, I think we have another problem. The other two are still trapped.
I can't move. Listen, we've got to wait for the guys with the pickaxes to get over here. We need to move those rocks. No offense, they're not running out of air. Hey, Vari, are you running out of air? They're breathing fine.
The king's gonna let go of Silky, make his way over to the rocks. You're just gonna see him like graze his fingers over the boulders on top of the tomb, and they'll get absorbed into his bracers.
Nice. Varya's just in there, like, patting his back. Just doing the 1,000-yard stare.
Xavier just laying on top of our noodle.
Adventure!
Alistair and the king are going to get the lid off of the tomb. He just looks down in it. Am I interrupting something?
You guys need a couple more minutes?
Absolutely not. Just
Mari, I never took you
sits
as
him
Little
up.
Spoon.
I
Lifts
know
him
you're
up,
hard and all.
jumps out on his way. He's like, that was the most uncomfortable situation I've been in a long time. Thank you.
Master, what do we do about the staff now? He's just gonna stand there and look at it for a second. Well, you guys can't pull it out. At least I can give it a shot.
King, 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 king.
So, you're gonna see him grab onto it. No electrocution.
I feel cheated.
With a little bit of effort,
Let's-
the king is able to just pull the staff out. When he does, though, I need the 4 of you to make reflex saves.
I wish all my good luck getting across the room.
Never mind. Rusty is still unconscious. Just Alistair's, just Alistair, Vari, and Silky.
You said reflex?
Yes. All 3 of you are instantly knocked to your feet.
Yeah, I can live with that.
So when the king pulls the staff out of the pedestal, you guys are going to feel like a shockwave just immediately burst out, knocking the 3 of you instantly to your feet. And everybody else is going to feel, or well, everybody, including you guys, are going to feel like this wave of magical energy wash over everyone.
Oh.
That's a little intense.
Well, job done.
I guess so.
Do we like snap that thing over our knees? Like, how do we break the throw it into the ocean? What do we do with it?
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to break it. Not even I can.
So we chuck it into the ocean.
Seems like a pretty decent suggestion.
Yeah. Love when people listen to me. My ideas are good sometime. Alistair says just getting up.
First things first, we gotta get out of here and deal with the aftermath.
At
Well,
least whatever hold Oranoth had on silence is broken now.
You want us to? Are you gonna take care of the staff, or do you want us to use our teleport and take it somewhere far away where he won't find it?
I have soldiers who would be able to sail this out into the middle of the ocean where Oranoth won't be able to obtain it again.
Sounds good to me. Should we take our leave here, folks, and get out of town? Well, we still probably have our lives.
Do we need to get out of town at this point?
I don't know, to be honest.
Let's at least return to the surface and see what's going on. We need to assess
Sounds good
we
to
need
me.
to assess whatever damage Oranoth did. And now that it's broken, who knows what's going on. The king is going to call out to the paladins to just stop digging entirely. It's not worth it.
Yeah, this is something you'll get laborers and work on this over time.
You're just going to see him like hold out his hand and just walk right through the boulders.
You couldn't do that in the first place? Given the sense of urgency here, like,
Alistair.
I'm not
and
gonna
I
argue about it right now.
Actually, I assume Josh, Alistair and Xavier, Alistair and Vare have Xavier like over his shoulders and kind of just dragging him by his feet. Or dragging
Oh.
him by his feet, but like his arms are over each of our shoulders and
Yeah.
Yeah, his feet are dragging.
Yeah, we can definitely say that for sure. All right, and we're gonna make our way up, at least out of the burial chamber, and back into the archives themselves. So we got the king, we have Alistair, Vare. At least just carrying Xavian, because literally nobody has anything.
yeah.
If I had some time in a cauldron, I could make a remedy, but
If I still have skin shape going on, so I do have the additional strength, I could possibly help carry him.
No need. So the paladins are going to go a little bit forward ahead of you guys. And as you guys are making your way up the secret staircase, you're going to hear the paladins go, Your Majesty, we missed one.
Hey.
We missed one. What?
And as you guys ascend from the secret staircase, standing there at the top of the stairs, lo and behold, is Oranoth.
Well, shit. Yeah, I can't say I'm too shocked by this, to be honest.
I was ready to dip.
So remember that suggestion about us taking the thing, Your Majesty?
Unfortunately for you, Alistair, the king isn't listening.
Ah,
His focus is solely on Oranoth.
Lucky, you might have to step in here.
He doesn't look upset. He just has the look of fatherly disappointment. And he just looks down at all of you and just says, "What have you done?" I take it this is your answer to my proposition, then?
The proposition where you said we could come in and speak for ourselves, but yet you've sat back and neglected everything?
Or not. I would say that he kind of laid a trap out for us, so it's like,
You didn't have faith in us to begin with, so why should we have faith with you?
You all are overthinking all of this.
Yeah, maybe.
Truly?
Who cares?
I opened the gates of silence to allow all of
You
you
put an
in.
assassin on our tail.
Silence!
That was rude.
I opened the gates of silence. So therefore you all can understand and see what the kingdom has become. What total order can do. The kingdom is prospering. It is as lively as it ever has been in 500
mockery.
years.
These people haven't been living. They've been sheltered like little princesses in a castle.
Also, you're so worried about what's going on up here, you neglect your own kingdom in the Underdark.
He just closes his eyes and takes in a deep breath and says, "I offered you all solitude. An escape from the chaos that strictly involves me and him.
You think it only involves you, when you guys have already dragged us in from the beginning. You two have dragged this on for over 500 years. And you still can't get over your children's quarrel when there was obviously a third party involved. You've both said it. Things were done without your consent.
You're going to see him raise up his hand, snap his fingers, and issue a command word. Come! The staff is therefore going to lurch out of the king's hands and fly straight up to him.
Well, I don't think throwing it in the ocean would have worked then.
Throwing it in a different plane might have.
True. We don't have that ability.
I'm taking this as a declining of my proposition.
Proposition sucked.
Correct.
Was it really a proposition in the first place if you never intended to hold up your end of the bargain?
All you had to do was come in and see what silence is. Get whatever answers you required, then leave. Yet you come in here, undo all of my work, and then you murder my daughter.
Yeah, she murdered herself.
Correction. We did not murder her. We had no intentions of murdering her. She chose the path of self-destruction in an attempt to take us with her. you think we would have the ability to stop your daughter if she truly wanted us to? She's been alive much longer than all of us, probably combined.
And regardless, what you deem to be a place of order and control looks to all of us as oppression. Because these people aren't
Prison.
living, they're just existing. Life is chaos, Oranoth. Learn to live with it. You can't control everything. When you try to, it just drives you mad. Learn to fucking live with the fact that you can't control which way the sun turns and how the moon goes in the evening.
Besides that, these are humans. They're mortal. You've been alive for how many years? You seem to forget what being mortal is about. Life is fleeting. Mortals live momentarily, and then the next generation takes over. Things change with time. They're meant to change with time. Things are not meant to stay stagnant. Where there is peace, there's always going to be war. Where there is order, there's chaos. It never lasts for long in any which state.
You all dare stand there and mock me as if I don't know what chaos is.
I mean, no one ever said you didn't know what chaos is. We just said more of you're just trying to control it. It's a natural fact of life. You can't control chaos. That's its entire point. Yeah, sure you know what chaos is. You were a fucking soldier. Who doesn't know what chaos is in a battlefield? But guess what? That's the point. It's chaos. You can't control chaos.
Everything.
The second you do, it's like taking the water out of a plant and expecting it to still grow.
Perception rolls.
This is how we're gonna die.
For some reason, this bitch has witch.
Ooh.
Ooh, God, the fact that 8 rolled a 1 and got a 20 is infuriating to me. 8 did better than some of you rolling a 1.
Damn.
Don't ever let me sing ever again.
You guys are gonna see Oranoth just smirk.
What is he gonna do? Chaos control?
You all underestimate how much I actually do have control.
Oh shit, he said chaos control.
But please, by all means, if you want to play heroes and be the enemy of the Underdark, then so be it.
Your own Underdark's your own enemy. They fucking hate you.
I just wish you luck in cleaning up how much chaos I can show you. He's gonna vanish.
Blah, blah, blah.
Send my
I'm
brother
a
after me
pretend-
first. I still have dealings with him.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm a pretentious demon. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. I'm not getting what I want like a spoiled little baby. Blah, blah, blah.
So what you're saying is womp womp.
That was a really
Indeed.
good impression.
Thanks. I've been working on more enough impressions since the first time we met.
Alistair, take 6 points of physical damage.
God damn it! I
Oh.
deserve it. Listen, I'm still up. I got 3 hit points still.
Yeah, but you got a really nice red hand mark across your mouth now.
Can I still talk?
You can still talk, but you're a little stunned from the king slapping you in the mouth.
Oh. I was about to say, who's...
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I was
king.
like, who the hell just slapped him?
Yeah, I was about
slapped
to
him?
First off, ow.
Do you have
Secondly-
any idea what you just did?
Nope.
I cannot believe that this is the party that you decided to stay with, Silky.
Let me ask you this. What did we do?
You practically doomed all of Luavara. Do you all not understand anything about what you have all seen?
Okay, so let me get this straight. Please tell me if I'm wrong in any sense here. First, we were invited to his kingdom, had a talk.
He's seen everything that I shared.
Hey, that's what I'm getting to.
You didn't
We had
think
a
to
talk.
advise us on anything, Mr. I know everything, apparently. You're the one who is supposed to... We came here to talk to. We came to get your side of the story. This is what you said.
You had
And
your
now
you had your
criticize
answers.
us
You
for
all
our actions when you haven't even done a damn thing for over 500 years, sir.
Also, you're kind of the one who asked us to remove the rod.
Aristella's on a roll. Holy shit.
all you had to do was just simply stand there and answer him. Say, yes, we declined your proposition and we are deciding to make our own path. Not stand there and provoke him like that.
Oh, please. It's not like he's gonna do this.
He was already
Wasn't like he was
provoked. His daughter died. You think he would let us go either way? It's the same as when your wife passed, sir.
Don't you dare bring her up.
You both lost a loved one. You were in his shoes, would you be trying to make peace with your enemy right now?
I simply would have killed all of you where you stand.
And you tried to kill Oranoth all those years ago, and you didn't do it. And he wasn't even the one that did it. So don't point your finger at us, and criticize us, and berate us for being ignorant. We came to you for guidance, and you did not give us any guidance. You, being the highest person here, should have been speaking for us. Instead, we had to take the role here because you were too busy staring up at your arch enemy here of how many years? Your pupil has been dragged into this. We happened to meet her by chance, and now we are dragged into this. There is no escaping this for any of us, either way. And if it wasn't Oranoth, it was going to be the Eternals. The Eternals have already returned to Luavara. And they are on edge because we found out that one of them has already been killed.
Did you
By
guys
whom
did
or
you
what,
guys tell
we
him
do
that?
not know.
I don't know. That's what the KP just said.
KP, did you tell the king that part?
We told him about Lady Isabella, I believe.
Yeah, but did you tell him that about the letter that you guys decrypted?
I don't
K-
know. I don't
KP
remember.
gave... We...
I
if I remember...
pretty much everything we've been through.
Yeah, if I remember correctly...
I could have sworn you said something that about like not explaining to him about Midas.
I don't know who Midas is off the top of my head here.
The one who's the one eternal who died.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the Eternal that's dead.
The one
I
that
don't
we
think I
killed
specific- I don't know. I don't think I specifically mentioned leaving anything out. I don't remember. I
Let's
thought
just
I
say
shared
for the sake of the matters, we just didn't tell him. It didn't seem relevant at the time.
I thought I
'Cause
shared
we
everything.
didn't know if he
Well, let's just say he did know. Okay.
Yeah, because let's just say,
Or he was
because we
overwhelmed
didn't
by
know that
everything
they
else
were.
that she was bombarded by.
True.
Yeah,
We can just say that.
Also didn't know that he was pseudo-eternal and knew about them, so there was no reason for us to tell him in the first place.
Fair. Fair. Well, anyway. The, the king is just gonna rub his temples and say, the decision of whether or not you wanted to be a part of this obviously was not your choice. You all got wrapped into something that was far greater than any of you are prepared to deal with. I understand that.
And if you felt we were going overboard, you should have stepped in. We respect you, sir, and we would have stepped back.
And also, in reality, we only told him the fucking truth.
We expressed our feelings on the matter. We did not intend to provoke, but merely vent.
I mean, I probably was a little antagonistic, but that's kind of just my whole
And
personality.
he's met you before, Alistair. He knows you're merely antagonistic to
Oh
everyone.
yeah, I'm an
anything, and
asshole. What
power.
else is new? Yeah, you don't take anything I say off.
Honestly, his daughter had the right idea when she made you shut up earlier. Don't know why you didn't think of that in the first place.
Yeah, maybe he
Would
just
have
wasn't
saved us a lot of
He
headache.
didn't have a clear head.
Well, to be fair, the king can't cast magic.
Oranoth.
True.
It's pretty common. I get shut up a lot. Is what it is.
Can we get our
Either way,
stuff
what's done
back?
is done. Now we have to figure out where to go from here. Because he's not gonna sit idle.
And he already has the staff now.
Well, he had some sort of spell on it, so
Yep.
even if we were to take it away, it wasn't gonna go anywhere.
The way that I see it right now, you all have a few options. You can go ahead and continue on your journey and deal with whatever you want. Go and fix the sword. Go and attempt to quell these political issues that have been started around the world. Play the heroes that you want. You can stay here with me in silence and at least try to understand what these people have been through. Castle Guard will be open for you if you wish to use it. Or do nothing.
Well, with him being provoked, I think we are on limited time since now we won't. Now we're not gonna. Now we're not sure what's gonna be happening up north.
Not even just up north, it's everywhere. There's nowhere that's...
Right, but we have to go up north anyways.
Let's take some time to recover and then get everyone's opinion on what to do.
Well, first things first. Depending how the City of Silence is, we should maybe teleport to Dandelier, or take the circles, or take Steven. That's not his name. What's the name of our barkeep friend? Forgot his fucking
Vincent.
name. Thank you. Vincent's name. Vincent's circle to Dandelier.
No, let's just recover ourselves and see what's going on outside. can't make any decisions unless we know what the situation is.
Just be careful what decisions you make. There are other people who are at risk at this.
We know.
If you need me, I'll be in the.
What happens when inexperienced
If you need me,
roped into things they're
I will be in the
not gonna put
castle.
their head
I'm done hearing you all.
Hey, Silky, I think we pissed him off.
Well, sometimes.
Well, no offense, Oranoth and the king have been fighting like fucking toddlers over a goddamn cool stick for the last 500 years, so...
A little more complicated than that, but
I'm well aware it's more complicated than that, but everyone can understand what I just said.
You guys go out ahead. I need to think.
alright. I'll leave Poe here in case you need us.
All right. As you guys make your way up out of the archives, you guys slowly make your way through the throne room. And as you are approaching the front of the castle again, you guys are going to notice that there are a lot of city guards standing in front of the castle and a large group of civilians in what appears to be a mass panic. You know, shouting, trying to call upon the rest of the guards. You know, questions are flying all over the place. Amongst those guards, you guys will end up finding Selenia.
Ah, very good.
You know, she's gonna see you guys, just come over to you all and, you know, first of all, check you guys over, and she's gonna place her hand on Rusty's head, and Rusty, you're gonna gain 5 HP back. Glad to see you all are still alive.
Yeah. It was rough.
Here. She's gonna hand Alistair a bag.
I opened the bag.
That there is a minor bag of holding. It contains all of your stuff.
Is this Silky's bag, or is this a different bag?
It's Silky's.
Oh, okay. I start distributing everyone their shit.
God.
Listen, it's a little chaotic up here at the moment. There's a back way that we can escort you all out and have you guys slip back into the city. I think it would be a very bad idea for them to see you.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of these people don't even know who the fuck we is, but yeah.
Oh, they see a bunch of random injured people coming out of a castle now is probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Lead the way.
Alright, Selenia will lead you through the decorated hallways of the castle, through the dining hall, the back doors of the kitchen area, through a small subsection of the gardens that leads to a secret underground tunnel that goes underneath the moat that surrounds the castle and back into the city. If you all need to get in contact with me, you can find me at the main guard stations.
We don't mind us asking. What is it? What exactly happened after we did what we had to in there? Was it more like people just waking up, or?
It's difficult to explain.
We'll talk about it later.
Fair enough.
You know which end to find us at.
So I'll give you guys a confident nod and close the doors and return back to the front of the castle. What do you guys do?
No,
Well, I
we go back to
suppose we-
Vince.
Yeah.
Back to Vincent's?
Back to Vincent's.
We know it's a safe place for us to hide.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll me perceptions again.
Oof.
Hey, look, it's
Nope.
Elster now.
Yeah. Holy fucking Xavian. Xavian's a 17 to perception checks?
Jeez.
All right. As you guys are making your way through the city, you know, all around you, the city is basically the city is currently in the middle of like a stun lock. No work is being done. You know, people are just like going around, you know, chatting with each other, talking to each other. Everybody in the city looks horrifically confused. There, you see some people like talking to, like bombarding the guards with questions, like surrounding them. There's a bunch of people like just talking amongst themselves. You even see people are like kind of like in a mourning almost. Some people are extremely upset. They're shouting. They're mad. And you even see some people like hunched over, like crying on the side of the roads. Like the entire atmosphere of silence completely shifted from this happy, bustling city into just an absolute pit of despair.
This is what a city looks like when you finally wake up and realize that you haven't been underneath control of your own thoughts and identity for the last 2 to 3 years. Or even longer, actually.
All right. And then finally, you guys make it back to Vincent's Inn. You know, he's there attending to a couple of people that are coming in. His son is, you know, running drinks back and forth between tables. And he looks over at you guys, puts down everything, and he just rushes right over to you guys and says, "Oi, what the hell is going on?"
We'll tell you, but let's go into the back.
Let's not cause more distress than is already going around.
So Vincent, of course, takes you guys into the back. You know, opens the pantry. Everybody walks in and closes it, and he's like, "What the hell is going on? People around the city are just completely out of it. It's like they woke up from a nightmare almost."
Yep. So
You guys want me to give him the short version? Oh wait,
yeah,
I
I
can't do that
really
right
don't
now.
want to. I'm just gonna give him the quick line. Basically, you remember that Oranoth fellow we were talking about?
Yeah.
He put something called the Rod of Control or Staff of Control or something deep within Silence that has been altering everybody to make it a perfect city in his in his quest to control chaos. And we ripped that sucker out of the ground.
Ah.
Some sort of spell was going on over the whole city, and now it's been removed, and now everybody is feeling it.
That's odd. Because there are like a handful of people who aren't feeling this. I'm not feeling it.
I don't know if it affected everyone, to be honest. If I was to put money on it, the Staff of Control was mainly oppressing probably people's more darker urges and desires. Things that are just naturally part of life. And if you're just a generally decent person, Vincent, which to my
Well,
knowledge you are,
could also be just negative emotions in general. It seems like sadness, anger. It's just they're all feeling it now, and resentment, anything that's built up over the last however long. They're being hit with it all over again.
No, good thing I stocked up on a little extra ale this month. These people are probably going to need it.
yep. But at least everyone's finally awake.
What about you, Lot? I mean,
Oh,
look at you. You look like you just came out of a fucking war.
we basically did.
That's what it seems like.
We solved some problems, but ended up with more. You know how it goes.
The problem is we brought the truth to Silence. Or we let Silence learn its truth, and sadly the city was not ready to realize that they were being lied to.
Is anybody ever actually ready to realize they've been lied to?
Nope.
Well, as much as I would love to offer any kind of assistance, can't really do much.
You have your own problems here. We're just gonna probably get some food and some rest.
Order whatever
Our
you
other friend might come
like.
by.
Order whatever you desire. Alright, he'll lead you guys.
I was just gonna kind of just look at everyone and be like, listen, it may not look like it right now that we did the right thing, but in reality, when you think about the facts of how Oranoth was controlling everything and how everything was being dealt with, letting people live their lives how they are meant to or they want to is a lot better than having them live in a perpetual lie. And hopefully
yeah, but
the
we've
people...
gone and shot ourselves in the foot, Alistair. We might have just lost a vital ally.
Listen, he was never gonna. The King of Silence was never gonna fucking help us to begin with. He's too busy. He's been too busy wallowing in self-pity for so long. He can't see
But
past the
Silky
fucking
was
bridge
going
of
to
his
be
nose.
the key to help try to pull him out of it.
I'm
And
well
now we've
aware.
gone and fudged it up.
We may have screwed it up at the same time. What else could we have said?
We didn't. We didn't. Honestly, I kept my mouth shut for most of it. I didn't do as much talking as you did there, Stella. In reality, we didn't degrade Oranoth. We literally just laid out the facts. If Oranoth's not happy about the facts of how stuff's supposed to work, that's up for him to wallow in his own pity. And if the king is mad at the fact that we pissed off a guy who was already pissed off at us because guess what? We don't like the way he's actually actively controlling the world from the shadows. Boo fucking who. Both of them are two old fucking men who can't get past their petty grievances and won't let this world move forward. We don't fucking need them.
Not to mention,
But they need to get over it to move on.
Yeah, they need a
Not-
fucking therapist.
not to mention, think back about the question you asked him. If if he was in his shoes, what would we have done? He said it himself. He would have just straight up killed us. Yet Oranoth didn't. But at the same time, look what's going to happen. They both say they're going to do things, but when is that going to ever happen?
Granted, I will say we did kind of jump the gun in the whole Oranoth actually doing the things he promised for us to do, because has only been a very short amount of time. We never would have
It's
known. In
been
all honesty.
like 2 months at least before
Yeah.
by the time we got to Silence.
That's fair.
Because we were in the Shadow Realm for about a month,
Well, either way,
or the Underdark,
It's-
sorry.
it's one of those things where there was a trap laid out for us that they put there. Even his daughter admitted to it. That right there is already saying enough. And the fact that she didn't believe that he just willingly opened the door for us. Either way, since she's been taken care of,
They're both
How
too
long do you
fucking
thi-
stuck up?
how long do you think it'll take until the other one shows up?
So, what happened?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were
I'll-
asleep.
I'll tell you later.
We'll mind link you when we get a chance. Everyone's out of spell slots and fucking injured as hell. Long and short of it, Oranoth showed up, took the staff back, lectured us about how he had the perfect city and there was no chaos, and how you've just descended everything in the chaos. And we're like, that's fucking life, bud. There's chaos everywhere. Boo fucking who? And then the king got mad because we were making fun of Oranoth after he left and slapped me in the face, and he got mad at us because
Well,
we
he got mad at
apparently pissed
you.
off Yeah, okay, he got mad at
Oranoth.
me. Okay, I was making fun of Oranoth after he left. In my defense, Oranoth left. I can say whatever I want.
Still not polite.
When have I been polite? I don't care if you're a king, a ruler, or a fucking dictator. You earn respect. I'm not gonna give it to you freely, and those two have not earned an ounce of respect that I have to give. But if you excuse me now, I'm gonna have a stiff drink, eat something, and pass the fuck out. And I'll start walking to the bar.
Where is Silky?
She stayed
She
behind.
stayed behind. She said she needed time to think.
All right. So, over the course of the next, let's just say 24 hours. Okay. The city goes about its current state. people are restless throughout the rest of the evening and even into the morning. There are some people who at this point in time they don't even wake up. Like, you guys wake up the next morning. Silky has not returned. And as you guys, gather your stuff, get ready for the day, you start making your way out into the city and notice that the streets are not as busy as they usually are in the morning. Dozens of businesses have been closed for the day. You just see the closed signs plastered amongst, I would probably say a good like 60% of the city.
Can't say I'm too shocked.
So, as of right now, you guys are free to do whatever you desire.
I'm gonna go find the kid.
Find out what?
Silky.
I'm going to go find
Mhm.
Silky. Josh, did you
Same.
say we got help for 8-hour long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
So, unless if you guys want to stay in bed and get a full 24 hours rest heal, that's up to you guys.
What did I roll?
I'm
What
gonna
do
get
I need to
the
roll for that again? It's been a while.
for 8 hours long rest. It is a heal 1 health per character level plus con.
So 7 plus your con modifier.
Yep.
For me, I'll be taking the full 24 hours day.
All right. So 8 is going to be healing all day.
Yep.
All right. Alistair, you said that you're going to go find Silky.
Same.
I'm gonna go see if she's in the castle. So Zaven come with me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly cast Mind Link on Xavian so he gets caught up on the gist of things.
So the 3 of you are going to go find Silky?
I guess, because Poe's supposed to be with her.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the
One
link,
moment.
the link thing.
I mean, A, she's in a bad spot. B, the city's in a bad spot. So, like, it's not smart for us to just, like, fucking abandon
Leave her be for too long.
Granted, I guess she's gonna need time, but gotta make sure she's still alive.
Alright, just chill. And, like, heal.
Do you want to spend the 24 hours to heal yourself?
I'd like to.
All right.
They got it handled.
All right. The 3 of you make your way back towards the castle to at least try to find where Silky is. When you guys get to the castle, you approach a couple of guards. You push your way through the crowd because there's still a bunch of people like trying to speak with like the head guards in order to figure out what the fuck is going on. As you guys are making your way through the crowd, you're able to at least hear some of the guards explaining that there's going to be like a public announcement made about what's going on later, once everything has been figured out. This
Maybe it'd be easier if we go find Celine here.
wouldn't be that hard because it wouldn't be that hard because Selenia is she's there. She's helping out.
Oh.
So if you specifically want to talk to her, then yeah, that's not going to be a problem.
Well,
she's our
I
way
think
inside.
going in through the front door is probably going to cause a bigger commotion than
Yeah.
if we were to go back in the way we came out.
Understandable. She is able to at least see Xavian, considering that he's the biggest out of all of you guys.
Yeah.
Xavian, you are going to see Selenia, like, usher towards the side of the castle.
Whenever I see that there, I kind of like help motion the other two that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Yep. So, the three of you meet up, like, in that general area of where the secret entrance is. Selenia, like, comes out, and she says, I wasn't expecting you all to be here so early. Is something
Well,
wrong?
we're trying to just.
We're worried about
Silky's
Silky.
still in the castle.
Ah,
Trying to make sure she ate, brought some food. We don't want
Yesterday was rough.
rough.
and
well, I can at least assure you all that she has eaten, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
She's pretty much holed herself up in the archives.
Why
I
don't we go
see.
pop in for a chat, or things a little chaotic in there right now?
As much as I would like to bring you all in, I'm under very strict orders.
Fair enough.
Can't argue with that.
Could you pass a message along to Silky? If you get a chance.
I can at least leave it with her lunch.
Sounds good.
Would be appreciated.
Thank
I'll-
you.
I'll get something written up here and
So, after some time, you would write up a little note to give to Selenia, and she would take it back into the castle. Like, on her way back, though, she just stops and looks back at you all and says, and for the record, these are not orders that are given to me by His Majesty.
She has to be alone.
She is a very kind and gentle soul.
That's why we're worried.
And
Because sadly, you know this probably better than most of us. Sometimes you just gotta be selfish.
we don't want to bug her if she's in the middle of something important.
Mhm.
We just want her to know that we're here for her.
And while I'm sure she understands that, and
We'll wait for later to hear everything. Thank you.
but yeah, Selenia would basically explain to you guys that Silky has been asking the guards to just leave her be. Like, the only, and Selenia explains this to you guys, how powerful Silky's title technically makes her in this city. Like, the only person that she answers to is the king. That is it. So, after hearing that and giving Selenia the letter, what do you guys do now?
Maybe we have a little chat. Alright,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
so,
Hey.
Xavier, Aristella, your thoughts on the matters currently going on?
Silky's trying to find anything and everything she can to see what
Well,
our
I don't
situation
just
is.
mean about Silky, I mean about everything.
I feel like we owe an apology. Some things we said were out of haste and high
do-
emotions.
I do think the conversation could have gone better,
Most
and things could have been
conversations can.
phrased a little differently.
Here's the thing. The king asked us to pull out that staff. No matter what we did trying to pull out that staff, it would have pissed off Oranoth. No matter what.
Well, it's not the fact that he was pissed off; it's just how things escalated, things that were said. No offense, Alistair, I know it's in your character, but you were kind of nagging him on.
Eh. Here's the thing. In my opinion, there's no reason for us to play nice with Oranoth. There
No.
isn't.
But there's no reason for us to make enemies where we don't need to.
We're already enemies with the guy.
More like neutral ground.
Mm.
And this
I
tip
also
can
don't think
stay
I
out.
really-
That's entailing us and laid a trap for us to
I
try
also-
to,
Yes, he didn't trust us entirely, but we didn't trust him entirely either.
I also will say, I don't think I was being, like, I was nagging. I wasn't being insulting this time. I can be insulting, I know that. But I was
But
more
taken
just
the
giving him
wrong
a...
way, it can be insulting.
Yeah, I get that, but literally just explaining to the guy how the fucking world works. Like, that's life. It's chaos. You live with it. Both of those old fucking fogies are so high up in their goddamn high horses that they can't even see the big picture anymore. They're so ringed in on each other.
There's not much to be done now. What was said is said, and what's done is done. But I do believe we owe the king an apology for our behavior. Yes, we called him out on things that needed to be said, but perhaps the way some of the things were said could have been changed. But we'll
They
wait until
will-
tonight and hear what has to be said about what's going on, and we'll see.
I will agree an apology is in order.
Mm.
As for now, let's take some time, rest, recuperate, and reconvene.
Let's figure out what time this address is happening so we make sure Bari and Nate are with us then.
And I think we go back to the tavern.
All right. So, it takes quite a while for any like sort of announcement to be made in like an address for what's been going on. Eventually, there is a small group of paladins that show up with an official decree and reads it out to the people of the tavern, saying that just so the people are aware, the king is going to be making a formal address of the current situation and to properly explain how he plans on expressing, or on how he plans on moving forward with everything. The address is going to basically be happening around dinner time.
Alright.
Yeah. Fair enough. I will say, initially, we were planning on doing nothing in this fucking city. He's the one who asked us to pull the staffy staff out of the ground. All we do is do what we were asked and to get blamed for when it doesn't go the way they want it.
Alright. Dinner time finally rolls around as people start making their way towards the center of the city. So, as you all make your way to the center of town, you guys happen to notice that the platform where the king and the rest of the prisoners were being punished pretty much doesn't exist anymore. And instead, it's just like a flat wooden platform.
Honestly, not upset at that.
So the king stands before the entire kingdom, and he basically starts to explain to everybody the city has been under a mass command spell. One that no one was able to be aware of, save for a few who somehow got past the reach of the spell. The culprit has been identified, and while, yes, silence does not act unless provoked, there is a lot of diplomatic issues that need to be addressed first before we can make any attempt to move forward with dealing with this threat. So while I would love to assemble my soldiers and get justice for our city, I believe that it is in best interest of the people here to take time and readjust to living in the open again. My paladins have also been very informative of what's been happening. And while I understand that you all have been living under the circumstances of the Council of Silence, and with your understanding that the Council is a fraud, I do not want to immediately put myself back on the throne. I would like nothing but for Silence to become a stable kingdom again. So, as the only person who is capable of making any sort of official decrees here in this kingdom now, I'm going to be taking great strides into correcting the lies that you all have been told and exposing the truth for all. No secrets. And for now, I believe that it is best, at least for the kingdom, that the positions of leadership be not of one, but all. The paladins and myself will do our best to collect the overall decisions of the people in where we should go from here on out. However, with all of this that has been going on, I believe that it is at least worth giving those paladins who have been doing their best to understand what has been going on and keeping the peace between the previous council and the people of Silence credit. And proper credit should also be followed to the Lightbringer and the group of adventurers that stand by her side. I harbor no ill will towards my people. I harbor no ill will to this kingdom. It may be hard, and I ask that you all take time to process everything. But Silence eventually will return to its great standing and where it lies in Luavara. Thank you. The crowd reaction to the king's statement is mixed. There are some people who, are cheering, saying, okay, good, our actions towards the king that we have been pretty much forced to do harbor no ill will. Nobody's being punished. Wrongdoings of people who have spoken against the council and crimes that are been committed against the council are going to be undone. Then again, there are also people who are upset at the idea that our kingdom was basically attacked and we are simply doing nothing about it. The 5 of you make me perception rolls real quick.
Rusty, can you seriously stop 1 to 2 upping me?
I'm ready to
Yeah,
fail this
time.
compared to the rest of you.
You still did better than Bari.
Yay!
Wow.
8 Xavian,
Things.
8 Xavian, Aracella, and Alistair.
Everyone but Vari.
Yeah. You guys are, you guys are standing amongst the crowd listening to the king make this address. You guys do happen to notice that there is, like, a charred mark on the king's armor on his left shoulder. And it looks fresh.
Where could that be from? Or does it look like a burn? A Faustian burn? Like, what kind of burn are we looking?
It literally looks like something struck his shoulder and left a burn in the metal.
I put money on who that's from.
Well, perhaps they were practicing.
Here's the hoping.
Maybe we'll get to see her tomorrow.
Hopefully. She knows where to find us. If she doesn't, I don't think we have the right to call her intelligent anymore.
Alright. The rest of the day, therefore, passes. I'm assuming you guys are going to be staying here at least until Silky comes out.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically. We're not leaving without her.
Alright. At what point does it start to get concerning for you guys?
I think we try to check back every day, in all honesty, to see if she's taking visitors. I would say after about maybe a week's time, we might be like, we're going in.
Okay.
I mean, that's what Alistair thinks. Does everyone else?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, yeah, a lot of shit just happened, but like, my guy.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty fair. I mean, I know Xavier would be checking over every day, much like how when she was incapacitated.
Yep.
Alright. So if it's a week, then until you guys are just like, okay, we're going inside.
Yeah, like we're trying to give her space. We're trying to give her the space she wants. But like, even after like
A week is a little much.
Hmm?
You think?
What did I miss?
How long do you think it is before we kick in the doors of the castle and try and figure out why Silky's sulking? Oh, I know why Silky's
I give it
sulking.
3 days.
All right, Aristella has spoken. 3 days it is.
We'll fucking teleport us into the fucking archives. If I have to. She's gonna have a conversation with us whether she's ready to or not.
Yep, fair
Even
enough.
if it's just to say hi.
Here's the thing. Alistair's like, I don't know, the only child who ever risen was kind of abducted from me, so I don't know, a week's maybe a good time? Anyone else
3
here?
days. We've
3
never
days?
left Silky to her own devices for more than 2 days. I
You know,
think 3
that's a-
days is more than enough time. If she
that's a
still needs
fair
time to
point.
think after that, it's fine.
So you do it on
But
the
she
road.
can tell us herself.
Fair enough. Let's
I
go
get
kick in
there's
the
a
door.
lot going on right now. We're not going to kick in the door. We are going to be polite. We are going to be civilized. There's enough shit going on right now, Alistair. We do not need to add that to this.
Kicking in the door part, or
The chaos that ensues. There's enough damn
oh,
chaos right now.
it was more of like a metaphorical door.
Let's go find Celine and see if we can go in.
Like if Xavier said kick in the door, I actually believe him. I am much more a big fan of using the door.
Alright. So, it does take some time for you guys to make your way back to the castle.
How many days do we heal, by the way?
We can just say that it takes you guys about a week.
Okay.
Okay, so
Just go ahead and heal fully up.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, you
So
guys
what are those days?
you guys speak with Selenia, and she meets up with you guys at the secret entrance again. She's like, yeah, to be completely honest, the guards and the king are also kind of concerned, especially when she shot him.
Ah,
What?
Ah,
Wait,
ah,
what?
ah,
Okay,
I
it's
knew it.
time to have an intervention.
I knew it. That's our girl.
Just take us to the door. We'll go in and we'll deal with whatever she
We'll put
flings at
Xavier in
us.
the front. You can take it, right, big man?
Thumbs up.
I mean, if
Like,
you
look at his face. How can you get mad at this?
I mean, if you all think you can convince her to open the door or break whatever she has on it right now, then
Question: do you have fish?
we've tried that.
You got whiskey?
We've tried that
Looks-
too.
All right.
Still, I want the whiskey.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go, guys.
So, remember when we said we wouldn't actually break down the door, Aristella?
I still have my teleport. We will not break
Alright.
down that damn door.
Alright. Seems like a waste of a teleport, but okay.
I don't care.
I mean, you have mending, right?
Yeah,
Do I?
can't-
we're not breaking down the damn door.
Well, apparently
think
she's
it-
sealed it somehow. I don't know.
She probably put magic on the door, which means it's not going to break by normal means. Now let's go talk to her.
I'll go through the wall if I have to.
You are not
Ooh,
Kool-Aid
that's-
manning it.
Yes. Kool-Aid man. Kool-Aid man.
Kool-Aid man! Kool-Aid man!
I can't take you guys anywhere.
Yeah, what else is new?
This
We've
is why we
destabilized
need
3
Allison.
governments!
We need Ellison back. At least she'll keep
Listen.
one of you in line.
Hey, out of all of us, I am the most reasonable, thank you very much.
That's up for
Big as
debate.
mouth.
That's up for debate.
Just because I see things as the way they really are, does not mean I'm less reasonable.
All right, Alistair, enough.
Let's
Silky
go.
is the main focus now.
That was a Matt yelling at Josh thing, don't mind me.
Look at this.
I-
Where'd the
I-
captain go?
Alright, so Selenia leads you guys in through the secret entrance. And you guys come back into the throne room that leads down into the archives. And you just see the king standing there, or sitting there on the throne, talking with a couple of the guards. And he looks tired, like very, very tired.
That's fair.
Walk up, give a polite bow. Good morning, Your Majesty.
We'll just wave.
Please, please,
Arstella would bow.
please don't with the formalities. I appreciate the kind gesture, but let's be honest here. We're far past that.
True, but it's still polite.
How you feeling?
Ugh, Silky wasn't this bad when I was raising her. She's acting like a deranged teenager.
Yeah, that's the
If she
problem
never
with
went
kids.
through her teenager phase, she's probably going through it now.
Yeah, except it's 1,000 times worse because she has magic to help her with it.
Hence why we're here to see if we can't get a word or two out of her. Figure out what she's up to.
Would probably be better if you all do it because even I couldn't do it. I being concerned for her. I tried walking in, finding out if there was anything, if there is something she would want to talk about, or if seeing a familiar face for once, and then she shot me in the fucking shoulder.
Yeah, we saw that.
Shoot you with.
Lightning.
That Ooh.
Oh, she went unlimited power on his ass.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Lightning.
That's
When,
worse.
since when can she shoot lightning?
I guess it's yesterday.
no.
I don't know what all she can do.
Did she take a
Honestly-
picture? Did she take a picture from my book?
Yeah, most likely.
Because I'm the only one here that could cast lightning.
Either way, we should see what we can do here, guys. I'm gonna start with the speaking since somebody's mouth likes to run on forever.
I.
Are you good with dealing with teenage girls?
Actually, kind of.
Yeah, getting through.
I have a.
Yeah, if you can all get through the door.
Oh,
Well,
we
step
can
one,
get
try
through
to
the
open the
door.
thing. I don't know. That one may actually be the
Uh,
actual pickle.
Just
We could get through the door.
you're gonna see him reach down and activate the switch, and you're gonna hear the sounds of scraping stone that opens up the secret passage. And he says, "Just come with me. You'll see what I'm talking about."
Yeah.
All right.
So he leads you guys down the secret stairs towards the archives. But as soon as you guys are able to see the door that leads into it, you guys see what I can only describe as a large red magic circle with runes etched into this circle that blocks the entire door.
Huh. Your Majesty, don't mind me
How
asking.
does the spell magic work?
How thick are these walls?
The archives are made up of the same material that the lowest parts of the dungeon are made up of. They're magic proof.
Alright. Sounds good. Well,
Hmm.
I was hoping the answer was wood, but
No,
No.
they are made up of some of the strongest metals that the dwarves were able to produce 500
Huh?
years ago. They're basically the equivalent in strength to adamantine.
all right, Your Majesty, let us take it from here.
Let's
By all
let me
means,
study this for a bit.
by all means, good luck. Some of the greatest mages that I have in the kingdom at the moment couldn't figure out what those runes are.
Oh, so that's not the problem here. I'm just gonna walk up to the ruins.
I'd knock on
Hey,
the door.
Hey, Silk, can we chat?
Rusty, reflex save.
Oh boy,
Alistair knew ahead of time not to do that.
you never know. Wink.
Oh God.
Let's see, what did you roll? A 9? Nope.
What happens?
Rusty, you are blown backwards into the stairs using and are shocked by electricity.
Oh boy,
15 points of damage.
cute.
So, as Rusty gets blown backwards, you guys see the sparks of electricity like arc its way from one rune to another. And you can see this seal slightly turn as more runes replace the ones that were just used.
Impressive lock
Silky?
you got in the door.
Uh,
Silky?
make me perception rolls, by the way.
God fucking damn it, Xavier!
Motherfucker one up me.
Okay, Vari went up to me. Damn.
I'm doing shit.
Well, okay, it's really not that difficult for everybody to see it. Like, you guys do know that Silky is, like, alive and, you know, active in there. Because from, like, underneath, like, the very, very tiny little cracks in between the floor, the doors, the hinges and everything, you are able to see light of various different colors coming through the small openings of the room.
Elkie, when's the last time you ate?
You receive no answer. The guards that are there with you guys, they answer she just ate this morning.
So has she come out to eat, or has she just taken food in?
The door slightly opens, the food hovers in there, and then we never see it again. The kitchen's starting to run low on trays.
Zelky, you need to give these people back their shit. And we need to have a chat. You can't keep hiding like a gremlin or goblin.
Bubble.
You're making the people around you worried.
You guys receive no answer. You're just met with more flashing lights.
All right, I'm going through the wall.
Hold on, Xavian.
I think like Xavier walks over and starts lining the wall up with the hammer.
Yeah, but we've already
Wait.
figured out that this will work.
Wait a second, Xavian.
Wait, Xavian, you're forgetting one thing.
You're missing one more thing.
Oh man.
All right, go for it.
Hammer away.
And yeah, I get bonuses to this.
By how much?
Well, I mean, shit like this right here.
So are you going?
Are you serious?
So are you attempting to break through the magic seal that's on the door?
Nope.
You're trying to go through the wall.
You can't
Yep.
get through the wall.
Even though the
It's
king,
all stone, man.
even though the king literally told you that the material that these walls are made out of are equivalent to adamantine.
Hey, everything breaks.
Go through the damn door.
All right, fine, fuck. I'm going through the door.
So you're hitting the door.
Yep.
Give me a reflex save. So this time you are ready for the lightning that escapes the door. And just move out of the way, and you're able to at least hit the magical barrier itself. So you guys definitely see Xavian's hammer connect with the magic as it ripples throughout the entire door, but it doesn't budge.
All right. Who's ready for Plan B?
What's plan B?
You want to try and... I don't know.
Why
you think
not?
with this is... Yeah, we got nothing better.
If
we
we
can't
can
break
get.
through it.
Has anybody tried teleporting in?
Yes, ma'am.
With magic or with a
Does-
tattoo?
Magic.
We're gonna give it a whirl, boys. Everybody hold my hand.
Hmm.
We're going in, kids. And I'm gonna activate the tattoo. And try to go in the archives. We'll see if this works.
All right.
I'm gonna say it does.
And you guys managed to boop your way into the archives.
Holy shit, that worked.
Okay. Nobody make loud noises.
So, the instant you guys are transported into the archives, the room in itself, you guys have been gone for 8 days. Right? Complete and utter chaos in this room. There are books everywhere. Some of them are stacked very neatly, like up here. Some of them are on the tables. You know, some of them are stacked neatly, you know, able to be put back very easily. But as you guys get lower and lower to the floors, the more the books are just scattered. They are just completely like abused and just thrown around. Especially on like the second level here. And when you get to the final level down here, you guys see like all the furniture that is down here with tables and everything stacked with books. They're pushed aside. You know, Poe is sitting up on like a giant tower of books that is like twice, or like 3 to 4 times Xavian's size. And sitting in the middle of the archives now, it is Silky, but she appears to be in like a very, very intense state of concentration, as around her, and including up to where you guys are, there are these strange, like, magical rooms that are just floating in the air all over the archives.
I see. So she's doing something I think it wise not to interrupt.
I just
Whatever
pick up.
she's-
I pick up a random book and begin reading.
Alistair sits on the ground.
8, perhaps we can try to tidy up some of these books that have been thrown around, at least get them into neat piles, and see if we can't push the trays towards the door quietly.
Well, you guys don't get too far.
How far did we get?
Probably like 3-4 steps. Until finally you're gonna notice that some of the runes suddenly like flash in lights. And you hear Silky like let out an exhale like of strain of somebody like holding their breath for a long period of time. You know, her concentration pretty much just drops entirely. As she just shouts, "Damn it!" and just comes over to here and like kicks over a tower of books.
Rip books.
Hey kid, those books probably don't enjoy being kicked.
I never thought I'd see Silky abuse a book.
Yeah, for real. I will say Alistair's like sitting at the top of the stairs just looking down.
Silky is going to turn to you guys, and you're going to notice that, yeah, she looks like she's been holed up here for 8 days. You can see like a couple little like foods. You can see like a couple like little food stains on her clothes. Her armor and the sword lay like up against this bookshelf over here. Her hair is like disheveled. It's messy. She looks like she hasn't slept in like 3 days.
Silky, do you know how long it's been since we last seen you?
Like a week?
Have you?
8
heck, Jake.
days, ma'am.
That's actually
8 days. Do you know how frantic people are getting out there?
I mean,
More specifically, you know how worried we've been about you?
when was the last time, like, how many times have I disappeared into a library? Like, I know how to take care of
Yeah,
myself.
Day. We have never left you alone for more than a day, Silky. It has been 8. Now,
Well-
we are going to get you cleaned up. You're going to take a nap, get some sleep, and then you can go back to whatever you are working on. But you look like you have not slept in a few days. You look like you are ready to collapse. You need to take care of yourself.
She's just gonna, like, look down at herself, pick up one of the books, and just tap herself on the head, and poof, fully clean.
You still need sleep.
I've been getting enough sleep, don't worry.
You
I've also
don't
been
look
eating.
it.
Well,
Don't make me magic sleep you. I don't like doing it. I do not want to do it, but if I have to for your own damn good, I will. Now, let's take a break, get some sleep, and then you can come back and do whatever research you've been doing. We're saying this because we care and because we're worried about you. Maybe it'll clear your mind some after you take a break,
Maybe
and
you
you'll
can
figure
also,
out what's not working. Because it seemed like you were in the
Yeah,
middle of
also-
concentrating on something, but you can't concentrate when you haven't had enough sleep.
What you doing, by the way?
Why don't we get some food and you can tell us all about what you've been working on?
can you all at least tell me why you were so frantic on trying to get me out of here? Are we leaving?
No,
I mean-
we're worried about you, Silky. Nobody's been able to talk to you or see you for over 8 days. And then you shot at your master? Which I surprised us. You're not normally the one to strike first.
Especially, I heard it was lightning. Did you pull a book out of my? Did you pull a page out of my book?
Please don't take after 8. We might
What?
end up eaten by frog skin.
What? Call lightning is a fun and wonderful spell.
We might get eaten by frog skin. And we're not necessarily desperate to get you out of here, but just to understand what's going on. We didn't exactly leave in the most pleasant circumstances.
No, you're all correct. I have been down here for quite some time. She's gonna wave her hand behind her, and the rest of the runes are going to disappear.
I mean, we won't blame you if you're upset with us. We did get a little heated at the end there.
What are we at least planning on doing?
Well, probably after we're done here, we're gonna stick to our original plan and go to Dandelier, and hopefully help deal with some of the issues there.
I
Checking
don't know
on
if we'll be able
Ragnar.
to do much. I think maybe we should get in contact with Ragnar and them and see how things are going everywhere. But I
We gotta
think
go
we
there
need.
reg-
I think maybe we need some more training.
We gotta go there regardless. We gotta get the sword reforged.
That's if Silky wants to walk that path.
That's fair. That sword also, from what I understand, is the only thing that's gonna really be able to help us kill Oranoth.
Like I said, there's a lot to discuss, but probably shouldn't do it when you're tired.
I don't think going to Dandelier would be a good idea right now.
especially with it being so chaotic here right now. It's gonna unstabilize everything everywhere.
So what do you have in mind, Silky?
She's gonna stand there and think for a moment. I want to go see Mr. Kiko.
Going to the kitchens.
I need
Sounds answers.
help.
Makes sense.
She's gonna pick up the Sword of Silence again. Because we have a problem.
What's the problem?
You're gonna see her like grip the handle and pull with all of her might. And the sword doesn't budge.
Weren't we able to get that a little bit?
Something's changed. So I suppose further investigation is needed to see.
Do we still have any more of the greater teleportation spells?
I think we still have
All
two
the scrolls that we
scrolls.
got, yeah.
Yeah.
I used my tattoo to get us in here so we could talk. It was our last ditch effort.
We're going to Castle Guard. First.
What's in Castle Guard?
Training that we all need. Listen, if we're all going to be roped into this,
Might as well
we
be
can
prepared.
we can all agree that we made an enemy of Oranoth the other day.
Agreed.
Oranoth practically controls the entire region. And we know what's out there, and we know what is now against us.
Yeah.
We got lucky. That's the bottom line.
He wants to toy with us.
We got lucky with his one daughter.
That is very
We don't know how the other one is.
Talira, I really wish it didn't have to lead to her death.
As
well.
I told him, we never intended.
We never intended it, but we fell right into their trap.
Yes.
It's just unfortunate that Talira got to us first.
Oh. We didn't even know she was in the city.
She came to visit us in jail.
Only after we stood around talking for like a couple hours, trying to make a plan.
Anyway, what's done is done. We can't reverse what's happened. We just have to try to plan for the future here. So while we're here, I did want to consult Miss Celine. What's her name again? I keep messing it up.
Selenia.
Selenia. Miss Selenia, and see if I know they're quite busy, but see if she can recommend me somewhere. I just feel like something's not quite right with my magic, and I don't know if it's just a realization of being in a place where magic has been so prevalent, or just how far we've come in our travels.
That's kind of the part of the reason why I want to go to Castleguard. She's gonna hold up her hand, and you guys are going to see a book appear.
Oh, that's new.
I found this old grimoire down here, and it's filled with a bunch of aspects of magic that I've never seen before.
Oh. Is that what you've been studying?
Well, it's what you guys saw earlier. All the fancy, like, runes and stuff.
Huh.
And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm kind of useless in battle. For being this destined savior of a kingdom, I'm kind of nothing without Xavian, Bare, and Alistair.
Kate would go up to pat her shoulders like, you're not the only one.
I don't think that's true.
I disagree with that as well. But
Without you, how many
also-
times would we have died, Silky?
I
I mean,
also
you did save me.
understand. I also do understand whenever you feel like you could be better.
I mean, the thing is, the three of you can do things that me, Vari, and Xavian can't. You have much more utility to what you're able to do than we do. We hit things, we get mad, we make music, and we hit things. That's all we're really good at.
And that's part of the reason why I want to expand on this knowledge. I want to study this grimoire more and understand the runic magic that's behind it. It's nothing that I ever read in any of the libraries, as a matter of fact. It's ancient magic.
Yeah, but say, haven't we encountered those runes before? Or was it? Or was it on the way down here we were warned about runes?
I saw them somewhere.
Yeah, we've definitely seen them before. I just can't remember where.
But I'm slowly starting to get a grasp on what they are and how to use them. I need time. And that's the reason why Castleguard is probably our best option.
Fair enough.
Then we go to Castleguard. Some extra training for all of us would not hurt.
What are you, 9 days a week?
Alright?
At the end of the day, we're fighting someone else's war. I think in reality, we need to choose our own path for this and stop listening to what everyone else thinks they know what is best. We don't know what's best, but neither do they. Between the goddess, the king, Oranoth, they're all gripping onto these notions of the past.
Well, they all have their own opinions.
True, but they're all very stuck about events that happened 500 years ago. None of them are looking towards the future. I think that's something we need to come to realize too. All they care is about how the other slighted the other, and thus caused the entire situation to evolve.
Much,
We want to make
as much as I would as much as I would like to agree with you, Alistair, you're wrong.
Oh,
There is still so much more about the past and this feud between my master and Oranoth that we don't understand.
that's true. I'm not arguing that.
But I feel like we really need to understand what's going on in order to solve these problems.
Yeah.
We can't just blindly side with my master.
I don't think we can blindly side with either side. It's like I
being-
said, there's a third party at play here. I don't know if it's the Eternals or if it's someone else, but
That being said, though, I do not regret setting the people of silence free.
Same here.
Neither do I. But our actions certainly did show Oranoth that we are siding more towards more against him than anything else.
I mean, I don't
but we
think we
also
were planning.
we didn't outright turn him down though either.
I don't think we were ever planning to side with Oranoth in the first place.
Oranoth also did speak the truth. We played right into the trap that he set.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, it wasn't even a trap that was supposed to harm us. It was a test of loyalty. To see if he can trust us.
The trust goes both ways.
I mean, we were initially planning on not doing anything. I like to remind everybody. And then.
But we let
had
our
more-
emotions be swayed.
Well, no offense, I hear that the entire City of Silence is underneath a mass command spell and has not been able to actually, like, freely have their own thoughts and opinions for the last couple of years. I'm not too happy about that.
There would have been a better diplomatic way of freeing the people.
Ow. I'm not saying we gotta brute force our way to every solution.
We also can't run.
No.
We also can't keep running our mouths. We were in the good graces of Oranoth all the way up until we were going for the staff. Now, I'm not putting this blame on anybody because I'm guilty for it too. I let my thoughts and my own emotions get swayed by my master.
We all got played by both sides.
Understanding the staff's location and what it does is the truth that Oranoth wanted us to find. The actions of going against him by removing the staff and killing his daughter was the test that he wanted us to avoid. Albeit that I didn't figure that out myself. It's an older way of testing loyalty. I just can't believe I didn't see it.
None of us could have seen it.
Nobody uses it nowadays. Why would we be familiar with it? But as I said, what's said and done has been said and done. We can beat ourselves up over it, or we can try to move forward and figure out the best way to move forward.
The current moment in time, the only move forward that we have is getting stronger.
And earning a place at the speaking table.
Staying strong, getting stronger to stay alive. Oranoth sees us as an enemy now. So that
He's
includes
already had one assassin tailing us.
that includes him. That doesn't just include him. It also includes Talira, Sven, and my sister. And as Xavier pointed out, he already sent one assassin after us to tail us when we were in his good graces. I wouldn't be surprised if he sends Sven after us next. And the fact that we still don't understand how to deal with him or my sister, we're in more danger than we ever been. And I can tell you all right now, we are still nowhere close to being strong enough to deal with Sven. We're going to Castleguard. We need to get stronger. But most importantly, I think it would be best if we stay away from my master as well. We're practically on our own.
For the beginning.
Let's get started then.
To Castleguard.
Alright. So, Silky waves her hands in front of the front door. The rune drops.
I'd still say I could have went through the wall.
I'm not going to the fucking wall.
I
don't think
I even gave him a little boost. Come on. He could have made a dent in
Yes, he
it.
could have doesn't mean he should have.
Yes, hello, buddy. Hello, friend. I have gotten a wild dipshit.
Oh boy.
So, as you guys make your way out of the archives, obviously, Selenia, a few of the guards, and the king are there waiting for you guys. Silky leads you guys out of the archives. You see her like glance at the king. Perception rolls.
Now watch all of us fail.
All right. All right. Here comes the net one.
Here comes the low rolls. Oh, everyone has
Hey.
rolled
Every
under a 30.
every single one of you is able to see, like, when she looks at the king, she kind of like gives him like this look, like almost like a scowl, as her eye ignites a little bit and then goes out. The king just stares at her, doesn't say a word. Do you guys follow, or do you stop and say anything?
I follow.
We'll
I'm-
just
Uh,
nod my head
follow
as we
Silky.
pass by.
Pass him the trays.
All right. With that, you guys are now going to be making your way to Castleguard.
Get in the coach. Let's get going.
Now, let's do some talking out of game.
Okay.
All right.
What's up?
This is the point in time where you guys are going to be traveling for a few days to actually get to Castleguard. Okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be traveling for about 3 days. My pen would fucking work. Damn you. Thank you.
I was gonna say, are you gonna break another pen like you did in that in Avalon?
3 days travel to Castleguard. And then it's at this point where you guys are going to train. Because I know, KP, you want to retrain Aristella.
Yeah.
So, for those of you at home, and for our newcomer, Spooky, there is a mechanic in Pathfinder 1st Edition that is called retraining. It is where you can go ahead and completely respec your class. However, it takes a lot of time. And a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, at this point, we are going to figure out everything that needs to be paid and how much time needs to be spent retraining KP and Silky. So KP, would you like to explain what you are retraining Aristella into?
All right. I didn't really come prepared today.
Just give it a brief description so that way the people at home know what is going on with your character now, because
Okay.
it's going to be a lot different in your play style now that you're going to be retraining into this new thing.
So I am going to be retraining into sorcerer. I chose a bloodline. It's called if I can pull it up here.
Unicorn.
Yes, I remembered that part, but I have to pull up the other part.
Magical unicorn.
I'm going to Poke you with a tank stick, I swear.
A magical unicorn named Charlie.
Not no. Yes, I'm gonna come around and steal everybody's kidney and their spleen. It's gonna be great, guys.
Boy.
She's gonna guide us to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, gotta go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
To the top
Look,
of
my
Candy
goodness.
Mountain.
Put it up here. Okay, so it is the Unicorn Sorcerer bloodline. It is more of a healing bloodline, but that's kind of the most I'm going into kind of the healing aspect of it. And then I also I'm choosing to go with an archetype for the sorcerer, which is the tattooed sorcerer. So as like a class ability spell, I will be able to turn my spells into tattoos that I know. And I will still get to keep Poe, because I really wanted to keep Poe, because Poe is my best buddy.
Yippee!
I mean, Poe was kind of MVP last session.
Indeed. So, it'll take a little while for Aristella to retrain into all that, and you'll be able to see all the new things that she's capable of once the retraining is done. At the same time that Aristella is going to be retraining into the tattooed sorcerer, Silky is going to retrain all of her levels of Oracle, and she is going to be retraining into a Rune Knight Magus, where instead of casting normal spells that most people are used to, Rune Knight Maguses are capable of using specialized runes in order to imbue their weapons with different magical capabilities and to cast and counter spells. So while she is still going to be a magic caster and now proficient with using a sword, she's going to be dropping her capabilities of healing just for extra damage and utility. And her magic is also going to be able to change as well, hence the reason why you guys heard about Silky shooting the king with lightning. Maguses at 7th level gain access to spells like Fireball and Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Magic missile.
Now, for those who also don't know, my world is always forever living, right? Even if the party doesn't actually do anything and they do take time off, like this, for example, the world around them is still acting and it is still breathing and living, going about their daily lives and such. Which means, while the adventurers and the party are actually training and getting stronger, the rest of the world is also changing. There will be events that happen in the world while the party is changing, and they will have to face what's happening when their training is complete.
So our actions have consequences no matter what we do.
Correct. So, we are going to go ahead and end this week's session here. So that way I can start preparing everything that needs to happen in Castleguard for everybody to fully retrain. And then so that way I can also figure out the events that are going on in the world. Okay? As for the rest of the party, unfortunately, you guys are staying at level 7, considering that you guys literally just leveled.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
which makes sense.
correct. And it's better to, it's better for the people who need to retrain, because technically, nobody really used any of the level 7 abilities, except Silky. So instead of retraining 7 levels, we're only retraining 6.
Okay.
Which saves on time and money. So, for the rest of the party, you guys need to figure out what your characters are going to be doing for however long it's going to be for Silky and Aristella to retrain. And if there's any changes that you guys want to make to your classes, now is the time to do it. All right?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Alright.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. As things are starting to reach the peak of the campaign. Now that the retraining is going to be happening, you guys have technically freed Silence of its grip of Oranoth, and now are seen as public enemy number 1.
Yeah, nothing to do with that.
Things are going to ramp up at a very fast pace. So be ready, and we hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.